Welcome everyone to the game between Arjun Erigaisi and Shamsiddin Vokhidov in the third round of the FIDE World Cup 2025. Arjun, with the white pieces, opens the game with pawn to d4. Knight comes out to f6. Arjun played with Shamsiddin in 2025 at the US Chess Cup and managed to win his game. In 2024, he played in the Olympiad against Vokhidov and it was a draw. Knight comes out to f3, pawn to d5, we have queen's gambit declined, and knight to c3. Shamsiddin now plays c5. Wow, this is going to be the Tarash or semi-Tarash. He takes on d5, and now you can take with the knight, you can take with the pawn, you can also take on d4, which is what Shamsiddin does. And Arjun goes for his favorite line with queen a4 check. Now this line is something that Arjun did play against Wei in Norway chess, and this was covered on our channel. It was Wei versus Arjun in the Armageddon. Here white does win a pawn after knight takes d5, but it's not so trivial. Queen a5 check, now you attack the knight, so it's kind of forced to come back with the knight to c3. Knight comes back, and now black gains a tempo on the queen here with knight c6. So you can see that for one pawn, black has free flowing development, and now another move that puts pressure here with bishop b4 also coming in. Bishop comes to d2, and now knight takes d2. You can take with the queen, but then there is long castle, so knight takes d2 makes sense. And now bishop to b4, very strong move, pinning here, and Arjun plays rook c1. This is following the same trajectory of the game between Wei. Bishop takes c3, rook takes c3, and now you chop off the pawn on a2. So you get back your pawn, queen takes a2, and Arjun can go knight c4. Now notice that with knight c4, which I'm pretty sure Arjun will play here, yes, you defend the pawn, you are threatening rook a3, but the knight is hanging. So essentially you want to do e4, defend the knight, and rook a3, queen trap. So this is a very recurring theme. Keep this in mind. Bishop e6, and now e4 with the idea of rook a3. So it's an important moment. Now if you take here, I take back. So rook d8, attacking the queen here. If the queen moves, black queen comes out. So check. Now Wei had played king e7, which was a mistake, and Arjun had punished it with queen c1, which was a beautiful move. King f8, Shamsiddin plays the best move. He's prepared. But Arjun now plays queen d2, a move that is not a new one. It has been played by Moisienko in the Serbian championship that had happened. And he actually managed to win that one, the Serbian championship, that game. So Arjun following here, but in that game, instead of queen a4 here, there was queen a1 check given. So now we are in virgin territory, in new land. After e5, your knight is now defended. f6, Shamsiddin says, I want to take here and make sure that your knight is in trouble. The main idea now is to get the bishop out and castle. That's what he does. He goes bishop d3. You could have also put your bishop on b5. Made a lot of sense there. Shamsiddin plays fe5. Now he's going a very direct path, but I think he is going towards disaster. Look at Arjun's time. He has 1 hour 6 minutes. Shamsiddin has just 26 minutes, 40 minutes ahead on time. Knight takes e5, a big mistake, and now it's over. You can simply castle here and get the rook into the game check is the move. Yes, he castles, gives a check, and king g8 rapidly played. And now there's another move that Arjun has to find. Beautiful move. Bishop f5. What a move. Because now bishop f7 was played. If you took queen d6, I take on the e6 and then rook hangs. So that's the reason why he moves his bishop and rook c8. So that you can no longer take here. It's pinned. Queen comes to b6, defending the rook but also giving a check. And king h1 is possible. But look at this position, rook f2. Rook on h8 is out of the game. The knight on d6 is powerful. Arjun has managed to completely outwit his opponent. Knight take, rook takes c8. You can take with the knight, but you can also take with the bishop here. And what to do now? h5 played, but this is game over. Knight takes on f7. Ajubai doing it in style. Opponent takes back. And look at Arjun. He knows he's winning here. Queen d5 with a very strong pin. If queen g6, you have rook takes, queen takes, and bishop e6. Game over. He goes king h7, attacking the bishop, trying to escape with the knight. But simply bishop queen takes f7 is over. If you take rook c8, I have queen f5 check and you drop the rook. So that is done and dusted. Arjun Erigaisi scoring an extremely powerful win, and it's something which just shows what an insanely strong player he is. And a handshake, and Shamsiddin resigns. Arjun scores a win, and that too in a line where it had happened before. Shamsiddin could have been well prepared because of the way he game, but as you see, Arjun is world number 5 and one of the most feared opponents when it comes to opening preparation for a reason. It's because he's well prepared in every single line in great depth.
We have the world number 6 Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi with us. Arjun just defeated Grandmaster Shamsiddin Vokhidov from Uzbekistan. Well, Arjun, you launched a beautiful attack, knight d6 check, f4, e5, and then castle check. If you could tell us about the game.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like this prep after Queen D2, I think it worked out quite well. Like he did not know Queen D2, and yeah, Queen A4 is most natural because after Queen C1 that is the move. But yeah, it gets tricky if Black doesn't know, and I think him taking on E5 was just a suicide.
Before this, you had faced Shamsiddin, if I'm not mistaken, 4 times in classical games. 3 games ended in a draw, and earlier you defeated him in Chess Cup. All of them featured e4, but this time you went d4. So would you say like this was a choice?
Okay, I think it doesn't. Firstly, I think I played him only 3 times, and one of them was he was white, and yeah, the other two events were team events, and yeah, like based on the situation, then I chose e4, and now I chose d4.
In the second round, you defeated Martin Petrov of Bulgaria 2-0. Although you needed a draw in the second game, yet you still went for a win. Is this something like you want to go for win in every game?
I think what I got was very safe. There was almost no way for me to lose unless I blundered something outside. So I could press risk freely. So why not?
Well, Arjun, how has your experience been playing at FIDE World Cup 2025 in Goa so far?
Yeah, so far it's so good.
Well, thank you very much, Arjun, for your valuable time. I wish you all the best for your second game tomorrow.
Thank you.
Arjun Erigaisi spoke about his preparation working out, and so I wanted to show you a bit of his preparation. What you see in front of you is ChessBase 2026, the latest version, which is going to come out very soon. And I was working with this. If you press enter here, the live book gets loaded here. So let's have it here and then play through this. This is all well known territory. CD, Queen A4, Queen D4, CD, Knight D5. You can see 106 games. Queen A5 check, Knight comes back, Knight C6, Queen D1. And you can see the top game here is Arjun Erigaisi versus Wei. This was already played in June 2025. If you click on it, you see it was at Norway Chess Stavanger. Let's see how long the game follows the same trajectory. Takes, Queen takes, Knight takes, Bishop B4, Rook C1. We have 14 games still, 11 now. Queen takes A2, and Wei Arjun was still the same opening E4, Rook D8, Knight D6 check, and this is where Wei had gone wrong with King E7. That's the only game here, and Arjun had taken advantage of it with Queen C1. Now, why is Queen C1 so strong? We can see the game to understand that. Queen A4, Knight B7, he took with a check, Bishop E2, and this is the key point. Knight D4 now loses the game because of Queen G5, and it is problem time here on D8, and so this is a losing position. If you play F6, you're going to lose here with Queen G7 followed by Rook C7 coming in. So if the same line, like you will see in the game, he went King F8. Now Queen C1, the same thing does not work. Queen A4, Knight B7, Queen E4, Bishop E2, and Knight D4, because there is no Queen G5 check. So this was the subtle point which Wei had missed, and actually his opponent here, Shamsiddin, comes better prepared. Queen C1 has been played between Pragnananda and Wesley So before, Yilmaz Injik and Zhu versus Suleimanli, as you can see. But Queen D2, now this is not a novelty. This is actually has been played before by Moisenko and Chitak, and because this is the live database here, you can see that the game was just played 30 days ago or 28 days ago in the Serbian league, and actually this is a beautiful game. It's worthy to learn from. Queen A4 check, Queen A1 check, Rook C1, Queen A5, and now takes, and this very nice move E5. And from this game you learn how Moisenko beat Chitak. He played F4, takes, King E7, Bishop B5, very strong move, and now Rook C7, another strong move, and now B4. The knight is almost trapped here. Knight goes back. I take, King E2, very strong. Rook A1 takes, and in fact, after this powerful sequence of moves, White is simply winning. So Arjun had looked at this, come prepared to the game. Shamsiddin played Queen A4, which is the new move, and Arjun knew that he is coming to B4 to attack his pinned knight here. So he prepared E5 with the move F4. Queen B4, I was just looking at it if F6 makes any difference, but actually it kind of transposes with the bishop on, instead of D3 it's on B5. So Queen B4, E5, F6, and now this Bishop D3. Takes, and I mean Shamsiddin went for a very direct route, but it was just completely busted. And now this very cool move, Bishop F5. And of course, if you try to take here, it does not work because of Queen D5 check, and the king is going to get mated, which is the reason why he went back. But now Rook C8, and this pin is no longer so strong, and Arjun went on to win. So yeah, I hope you kind of saw the depth of Arjun's prep here after the best move king f8. He was still so well prepared because of queen d2, and I'm pretty sure that he used all the resources here like ChessBase, live database, mega database, and the new version of ChessBase and mega database is coming out, so you can check it out from the link in the description.